Yo, what up, Fight World? It's the Kid Ego, man. And I'm back with some more boxing. Waiting for y'all to join this live stream so we just talk about it. What's good? We gonna get into it. Ego Mafia, Ego Army, Gang Gang, Money on Top of Boxing, MOB. What up? What up, what up, what up? What's good, y'all? Just finished watching my Keith Thurman video. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that too. 64 people in here, 6 likes. Hit the like button. Ego Army. Gang. First time catching the stream. Yeah, man, I try to go on just random times when there's something to talk about. Yeah, Joshua's no longer fighting Kubrat Pulev. You guys gotta subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for the notifications. Because I did a video right when it happened, when it was announced. He's fighting Carlos Takam instead of Kubrat Pulev. Same date, venue. Same Joshua. Y'all ready for the roll call, or should we wait 2 more minutes? Roll call or wait?
For a moment. Thank you. And now.
Damn, y'all ain't even answering, so I guess we're gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a minute. Y'all taking forever to answer, so we'll just wait. It says we have 40 people in the stream, 32 likes. That's what I'm talking about. We'd be half and half. YouTube gotta get it together. I'm kinda annoyed with the heavyweight division right now. Really am. Alright, let's get into the roll call. I just want to know where y'all are from. City, state, zip. Boxingego roll call. Where y'all at? Puerto Rico in the building. Where y'all at? London. Georgia. Detroit. Chicago. Brooklyn, London, Pennsylvania, Biloxi, Vegas, Chicago, London, Oaktown, London, Fort Lauderdale, Columbus and Youngstown, Ohio, Washington, MSU, Michigan, H-Town, Colorado, Miami, St. Louis, the Bronx, Minnesota, Bristol, England, ATL, Baltimore. That's it. I thought we were worldwide with the Ego Army. That's it. Okay, Birmingham, England, Nottingham. That's what I'm talking about. We got our UK folk all up in this. Pause. DC, East Oakland. Yee. Everybody here. Chicago, London, Seattle. Now that's what I'm talking about. How do we have more likes than we have people in the chat? That's funny. Portugal, Omaha, Chicago, Middle East. Now let's get into it. We'll do another roll call at the end. So, Joshua's fight got canceled. Shout out to Dublin. Eddie Hearn posted this. Confirmed. This is who he's taking on now. Carlos Takam. Update. Kubrat Pulev has a shoulder injury. He's out. Same date, October 28th. Carlos Takam. They went down the list of the IBF. guess he was next in line. Kind of disappointing, but obviously it's not Joshua's fault. No, he has a shoulder injury allegedly, and it had nothing to do with pads. Yo, we must really be popping. YouTube says we have 30 people in the chat, now 29, yet we have 61 likes. The Eagle Army is real. Death Row East, believe in that. It must be real. Because we got 61 likes and only 30 people. So we hitting our numbers. Like I said, Joshua's fighting Takam. It's not his fault. I can't blame him because another person gets hurt. I don't know if I believe Kubrat Pulev being injured, and I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but you were going so hard in sparring weeks before the fight, where you just got hurt so bad where you can't continue. Like I said, it happens, but the timing is all bad. And like I said, I think Kubrat Pulev did some interviews previously where he sounded very uncertain about fighting and beating Joshua. So maybe he didn't want it with Joshua. Like, I already got stopped by Klitschko. I don't know if I want this work. Because Joshua has all stoppages in all of his fights so far. Subscribe. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. I'm just disappointed with the heavyweight division right now. Like, 2017, I'm not trying to sound like a spoiled brat. 2017 has been very good to us as boxing fans, but not really for the heavyweight division. You had Cannon Briggs, who he did all, let's go, champ, yeah. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to fight David Haye, didn't get the fight. Then he was going to get a title shot anyway, just from self-promotion and stuff with Fresh Oquendo. He fails the drug test. Alexander Povetkin, I don't know what the hell happened with his career because he failed 2 drug tests last year, so you don't really see him in big fights. He was a major player. Bermain Stavern's been inactive, ain't fought since the same year he fought Wilder. He's getting ready to fight Wilder. Initially, it was supposed to be, in my opinion, a better fight, which was Luis Ortiz versus Wilder, but he fails the drug test. Kubrat Pulev is a mandatory. He pulls out. You know what I mean? So it's just like, man, heavyweight division got to get it together. Gerald Miller and Gerald Washington, that was one good fight, but it's like we're not getting them A-list fights. I remember Luis Ortiz, they were talking about him fighting Gerald Miller earlier in the year, and that fell apart. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, damn, can we get a good fight? And I feel bad because, like, if you buy tickets to a concert or a fight, you're expecting to, like, if it said Jay-Z and Beyonce, that's who you expect to be the headliner. And let's say Jay-Z is like, oh, I got the flu, we're gonna replace me with Ja Rule. Motherfuckers don't want to see Beyonce and Ja Rule. It's murder, holla, holla. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to see Jay-Z. They wanted Jay-Z's playlist, Jay-Z's songs. And that's how it is with the Kubrat Pulev. I mean, people wanted to see him fight his actual guy who's ranked higher, Kubrat Pulev, not a last-minute replacement. Now, the good news, according to Eddie Hearn, is he made a side deal or some shit with Carlos Takam and his team and said, hey, just in case anything happens, be ready. So be training. But you never know, because staying ready versus knowing you have a fight is completely different. What about Dillian White? Anthony Joshua already has an opponent. You guys got to listen. I'm not going to keep repeating the same stuff. If you guys got in late, the information is all over my Instagram. You know what I mean? The title, actually it just says new opponent, but man, it's just, I'm bummed out, man. The heavyweight division is like, boxing was at one point was known for the heavyweight division. You had the Muhammad Ali's, Mike Tyson, Larry Holmes, Lennox Lewis, Razor Ruddock, Holyfield, Tyson. You know what I'm saying? And we have been struggling to get it back, and it looks like we're on the cusp of doing great things with Wilder, Ortiz, and then that fight gets canceled. And then AJ releases a a statement in an interview where he made it sound like the fight may not happen next year between him and Joshua. Joseph Parker hasn't really been looking good. That's why his name could be buzzing right now, but people aren't really talking about him. He has some developing to do, to me. You know what I mean? Even as a champion. So it's just disappointing, man. I want to see good fights, and I want the heavyweight division to get on and popping. Yeah, David Haye get knocked out by a light heavyweight that moved up to cruiserweight, that then moved up to heavyweight. Now they're about to rematch. Heavyweight division just ain't been doing it. You know what I mean? You got Tyson Fury, fat as fuck. He weighing like 380, 383 on a good day if he goes to Costco. You know what I mean? Because, like, realistically, I'm so disappointed with Tyson Fury because he has all the ingredients to be in the mix with all these dudes. Nobody beat him in the ring or anything. You know what I mean? And he took himself out of the mix, doing cocaine and gaining a bunch of weight. Because, honestly, let's say Q-Rap pulled out. Tyson Fury, he's not never known for being in the craziest shape, but if he was in a little bit closer to fighting shape, then he might be able to fill in. But there's no way he would be able to, on a whim's notice, a moment's notice, there's no way he would be able to fight Joshua. He's too big. But I would love to see that. And you could, like, it's just irritating, man. AJ using a professional approach. What? Nobody's bad-mouthing AJ. I mean, like I said, it's just like Wilder, his fight being Stavern. That's not his fault. Whatever Luis Ortiz got going on. Because, listen, put it this way. If Luis Ortiz would have declared it from the jump that he is taking these blood pressure medicines, and from that point, VADA would be able to research those medicines to see, oh, this contains stuff that's banned, then it wouldn't have been an issue, because they would have been like, hey, we're questioning your health. You can't be taking this, or whatever. It would have been known from the beginning, and nobody would have got their hopes up thinking they're going to see Wilder or Ortiz. So, somebody, listen, I'm done. I don't even really want to talk about the heavyweight division right now. There's not nothing going on, really. Wilder's been screaming, trying to get somebody, and the fans make excuses why he doesn't deserve a fight. You see how crazy that sounds? That's crazy to me. You got, and see, I'm the type of person, I'm not gonna tell you what you want to hear. I'm gonna speak from the heart. I'm real. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Right? And the thing is, this is the same thing, and this is why new media was basically created, to change the narrative and get back to some realistic point of views. And this is what they do all the time. They know guys like Rigondeaux are feared, Errol Spence are feared, Wilder is creating fear. You know what I mean? You could say he's windmill Wilder and all this other garbage, but if he's that easy of work, then why not go after him? And in fact, you even got guys like Shannon Briggs. He actually at least went at Wilder, but he's not really in the position. He's suspended right now, and he hasn't worked himself up into the rankings, and he's a bit older. So he's not even in the position to really be calling for the fight. But he's like the only one that's really pressing Wilder at all. You know what I'm saying? But this is what the fans do. This is what the fans do. What they do is they know guys like Rigondeaux, Spence, and Wilder are avoided, and people aren't looking to fight them right away for whatever reason. What they want to let it build for more money, whatever the case is, right? But they'll also at the same time point the finger, blame you, and call Deontay Wilder a bum and say he only fights bum. But when he's trying to fight Joshua, who's clearly not a bum, who has the most belts in the division, he has 2, then they try to get in the way and interfere and say Wilder has to do more. Like, it's crazy. Absolute madness. Like, someone telling you they ready right now, whether you think they're have the skills to pull it off or not, and you're criticizing them for their lack of competition, but when they're trying to fight the best of the best, or the guys you think are the best, then you make excuses why they shouldn't. So it's like, if you look at how, that's, like I said, that's why new media exists, because we put logic back into the boxing game. We put thought back into the boxing game. The stuff I say, right or wrong, my opinion, there's thought behind it. It's not like, I know why I feel the way I feel. Some of the shit y'all say, the rationale of thinking you guys have, makes absolutely no sense. There's no way you can make it make sense. Let's try to get to 100 plus likes in the chat, because we're already at 130 people in the chat, and we've only been going on for 16 minutes, and it notifies YouTube that it's on and popping, and there's fans that want to talk about boxing, and the channel's popping, right? So we need to be at them triple digits. But that's how I call it pigeonhole. That's how they pigeonhole you, because they complain about your level of competition. Oh, Rigondeaux hasn't had a good win since Nonito Donaire. Okay, if that's your argument, then you shouldn't be interfering when he was calling out Leo Santa Cruz, and Leo Santa Cruz's dad was saying, we don't like his style, we don't want to fight him, and Leo Santa Cruz didn't want to fight him. You know what I mean? Frampton was like, oh, there's no money in this, and moved out of the division. So it doesn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense to me. Blocked L, get up out of here. Somebody said wearing shades is unprofessional. The fuck? I'm my own boss. I don't have to be. I'm not being unprofessional. And anyway, I do whatever I want on my channel. Like, what are you talking about, L? How is wearing shades is unprofessional? Fighters wear shades at press conferences and weigh-ins and post-fight interviews. What are you talking about? Wearing shades is unprofessional. Y'all are corny. Some of y'all are real corny. Wearing shades is unprofessional. I wear what the fuck I want. I wear a hat. I'll sag my pants if I want to. I'm my own boss. I could do that. Anyway, back to this boxing. The bottom line is the fans clamor and scream for guys to step it up. And when guys want to step it up, like Errol Spence, another example. Exactly, enjoy the stream, it's the boxing that counts. That's what I'm saying. You guys shouldn't be worried about my beard, my shades, my ego hat. Like, I'm talking boxing. But anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, like I said, Errol Spence is another person. Before he fought Brook, people were saying, oh, he hasn't fought no one. Beating Bundu doesn't prove anything. Beating Algieri, everyone beats Algieri, right? Okay, so when he was pressing Keith Thurman, he's pressing Kell Brook, why are you guys making excuses saying he didn't deserve it? It just doesn't make sense. You can't make that make sense to me. Does anyone differ what I say, or anyone disagree with what I'm saying here? And we could probably do a hot seat right now. If you think that fighters who show all the skill in the world, who are being praised by the Floyd Mayweathers and Freddie Roaches, respected names in the sport, who sparred with great names like Errol Spence did with Broner and Floyd and all that, and held their own, and you're gonna say he doesn't deserve it, but you're gonna also pigeonhole him and say he ain't fought nobody. So what do you want him to do? Do you either A, want him to fight somebody like Kell Brook, or do you want him to never fight anyone so you can keep griping about it? Same thing with Deontay Wilder. Okay, using your logic, Wilder is bum squad, and he only fights bums. So why would you be anti-Anthony Joshua? It doesn't make any sense. You should be the biggest fan, especially in most of the time, what I've noticed is the people who are saying this are big fans of that fighter's contemporary. Like, they're big Joshua fans saying that Wilder doesn't deserve the fight. But wait, I thought he was a bum. You should want that. Listen, Mike Tyson was my favorite fighter. I tell you guys all the time who my favorite fighters of all time were. growing up, Mike Tyson, Roy Jones, and Prince Nassim. You know what I mean? I liked others, like Muhammad Ali's really up there, Julio Cesar Chavez, but I would say those three were the ones where they're like my era and I always watch. So I didn't give a fuck who Roy Jones fought, who was calling him out, because I had faith in my fighter and I knew Roy was gonna. Didn't I just say that? That's what it takes sometimes. Now you beat me. I said, okay, we had a good night. I'm still coming to get back. But if you beat me dishonestly, you know what I'm saying? I knew Roy was gonna do his thing. So it's like fans have gotten soft. When is that? The game is just fucked up. When do you celebrate a fighter and you act like the fighter's a monster, and then you don't want to see your monster up? I didn't care who Mike Tyson fought, because at the time I thought Mike Tyson would beat anybody. I was never anti the Lennox Lewis fight, because I thought Mike Tyson, even though it stretched on for like 5-6 years, people talk about the Mayweather Pacquiao shit, but they rarely bring up the fact that Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis took years to make, just like Mayweather and Pacquiao. And by the time they actually fought, Mike Tyson was like, had already been to jail for the little rape bullshit and all that. But people only bring up Mayweather and Pacquiao taking a long time. But anyway, bottom line is, I met Lennox Lewis. He's a cool dude, and Lennox Lewis was one of the people that had to grow on me. Like I didn't really, it's just what it was. I was such a Mike Tyson fan, I didn't really care for Lennox Lewis. You know what I mean? Just like Tupac is my favorite rapper, so I wasn't really into Jay-Z and I wasn't really into Nas. Now it's funny that his main nemesis was Biggie, but I always fuck with Biggie just because Biggie just had flavor and was dope to me. But I wasn't really on Mobb Deep, I wasn't really on Nas and Jay-Z. Later in life, I started listening to Jay-Z and Nas more, and I'm like, oh, these dudes is dope. These dudes, and now they're like my favorites too, in my favorites list. But that's the whole point. Mike Tyson was my dude, so I wanted him to fight Lennox Lewis. You know what I mean? And I thought he would beat him. So if you're a diehard Joshua fan, why would you be glad that he's talking about possibly fighting Wilder in 2020? Like, what if a fucking hurricane like takes out, you know what I mean, God forbid, what if a hurricane came and took out boxing, or you know what I mean, some crazy new law gets passed or something, you know what I mean? And tomorrow's not promised. I ain't trying to wait. I want to see it strike while the iron's hot type shit. Yeah, Tyson, he didn't make a lot of good decisions. And that's just what it is. I really thought Tyson would have beat Lennox Lewis, even if they fought in their prime. I really think they would have, but that's just, like I said, there's no use crying over spilled milk. But Lennox Lewis is the person that I went back and I'm like, damn, you gotta respect Lennox Lewis. Like, looking back on it, you gotta respect him, because the people that beat him, he came back and stopped them. Oliver McCall, he lost to him, then came back and stopped him, and he had a fucking nervous breakdown and started crying in the ring. He was crying in there. He underestimated Hassan Rahman, and then he came back and stopped him. So you got to give it up for the bad man, Lennox Lewis. But like, it took Lennox had to grow on me, because I was, like I said, I was such a Tyson fan. But anyway, it's just the game's getting soft. Like, let's talk about this Keith Thurman situation. Ego is 100. You already know that. The game's getting soft. You're getting fans who are. Lennox does have a crazy one too. Great jab. You see, more fighter. I just tweeted this on the when Austin Trout was fighting Jared Smith-Hurd. Tall guys who are tall for the division, need to fight tall. Period. You know what I mean? Robert Easter, Jared Smith-Hurd. You're taller than all your opponents, or most of them. Use that. Use that at your advantage. Some guys make the fight a bit harder. That's just my opinion. Learn from the Klitschko's, learn from Lennox Lewis, guys who fought tall. And they became very hard to beat once they started using that natural, like, you can't, I'm tall as fuck. I can't control how tall I was. It's hereditary. You know what I mean? So since you're just like power, you're either born with it, motherfuckers is born short, or they're born tall. You know what I mean? You're born with a Big Johnson, or you got that little pecker for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? So use your gifts. Bottom line. Use your gifts. If you're tall and you're taller than most of the people and you can still make the weight some kind of way, then go for that. Go with that. and use that to your advantage. Just like power, you never see a guy who has power never not use their power or hold back. You know what I'm saying? So same thing with being tall. Use that to your advantage. Use that to your discretion. 173 people in the chat, 127 likes. Y'all know what to do. Get them likes up. Put your likes to the sky, and let's talk this boxing. This is what we doing. Hit that like button. It's just fans are getting soft, man. Like this whole Keith Thurman thing. I like Keith Thurman. Like y'all always, everything to some of you guys is like black and white. If you make a criticism or point out something, even though it's based entirely on fact, and you can show it and document it, show previous interviews, current interviews, all that, people still say you hate somebody for making an assessment. No, I'm just not a groupie like some of you guys, where no matter what the fighter does, they can never do no wrong. That's not how I work. These are men just like I'm men. And listen, if I did something fucked up, I'm pretty sure the boxing world would tell me about myself. You know what I'm saying? So there's no one above that. No one above. And the thing with Keith Thurman, to me, that's disappointing, is the way he is talking versus how I've known him to talk since he hit the scene and was one time. You know what I'm saying? He had that vigor. He had that energy. And he was like, I want to be undisputed. I'm not afraid to let it go. This year, we burning money. Paulie, you better not duck me, son. Anybody can get it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to see. That raw Keith Thurman, burn money one time. And we one time in y'all. Right? When he was fighting Jesus Soto Caras, that's the Thurman I remember. When he was hungry and, what up, San Diego? Even though he was in San Antonio, fucking up the city. That's the Thurman I want to see. And now you got a contemporary, people in the division like Terrence Crawford who's calling you out, and Errol Spence who's been calling you out, and now it's sounding like more of a business transaction, like you're going into a bank. So how much would you like to withdraw from your account? How much would you like to deposit? It shouldn't be like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not a, boxing is a business, but you're also a fighter. And seeing the thing is, Keith Thurman is kind of like I said, to me, he's kind of tap dancing. It's like he's giving you a little bit of hope, but then he's not. You know what I'm saying? It's very weird. Like he's like, I've always wanted this. I collected 2 straps after beating Danny Garcia, and I understand that everyone's calling me out and everyone wants to fight me because I'm that dude. I'm in a position of power. So you realize you got the bullseye on your back. You realize that these motherfuckers is on your line and want to fight you. But then you're saying, I don't know when I'll fight Errol Spence. And I remember him when he was a little boy. You making it like you his dad or his grandpa telling old folklore and like, you know what I mean? Like little stories about backstage. People would be more thrilled if you just came out and said, give me a couple and I'm on him. Perfect example for you guys. My dude, enjoy your retirement, Andre Ward. Andre Ward, it was perfect, clear, transparent, common knowledge that he was moving up in weight per his new HBO deal, and he was going to take a few tune-ups, up to 2 tune-up fights, and then fight Sergey Kovalev. That was very clear. And it was corroborated because I went to I covered Ward's last 6 fights or so. And I went to the Sullivan Barrera fight, and I asked Kathy Duva, and she says, yes, it's in writing, it's a done deal. At the time, the Sullivan Barrera fight with Ward, they didn't have the venue, even though it later turned out to be Vegas. But he said it's a known thing from both parties that both fighters can take voluntary defenses for Kovalev because he was a champion, and Ward can take voluntary tune-up fights up to 2 with the climax. So these are the appetizers. The climax or main course is Sergey Kovalev versus Andre Ward. And that's what the fuck happened. The fight was extremely close. Some people thought Kovalev won. Some people thought Ward won. And then Ward didn't like how that is, and he knew he could do better. So he rematched the dude. It was announced within 4 months, and then he came back to stop him. Boom. So if Keith Thurman did the same thing, there would be no conversation. There would be no streams like this. And a lot of you guys are dumb. A lot of you guys, what you say is dumb. You guys are hitting me up on Twitter, and this is the thing with me. I know what I say because I'm there when I say it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not schizophrenic. I'm not a sociopath. I'm not Heath Ledger, the Joker. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Like, my father was a drinker. You know what I mean? I'm not a lunatic. So you're not going to take things that I know I didn't say and then bend and twist my words. That's just what's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm not 5150. So if you're going to argue with me, argue about shit I said. I don't care about no other channel, what they said, or how you interpret. Use my words and make that argument. Because a lot of you guys are hitting me up on Twitter and be like, this is ridiculous, Ego. You're saying Keith Thurman should fight Crawford and Errol Spence coming off of a year layoff and injury. No. I never said that. I'm a realistic, if you guys have followed my channel, you can attest to this. I am a realistic boxing fan. I'm not saying he has to come back off of this injury shit and immediately fight Errol Spence. That has never been my argument. However, if you did what Andre Ward did, like I just said, and we had, like, you locked in, we know Errol Spence is locked in. You know, I can contact him right now and ask him if he's locked in. I have interviews of him right now where he shows an interest in the fight. Keith Thurman seems like he's just, I'm at peace. Like, so it's different. That's all people want. You know what I mean? And then we'll be at least content knowing it's no different than Canelo Golovkin. Golovkin was pressing Canelo, and the whole time where it was up in the air, and Canelo, I'll move up to 160 when I feel like moving up to 160. I don't like these artificial deadlines. Fans aren't trying to hear that. But if Canelo would have said from the jump, I'm not fighting him in 2016 because I think I can still make this weight, but in 2017 in September, let's go. I just need a couple of fights in between, right? Boom. Then there wouldn't have been no heat. But in December, the WBC, Canelo's team, and Golovkin's team, they agreed to have one voluntary fight, and if they got past that, they were supposed to fight in September of 2016, right? Canelo fought a welterweight, Amir Khan, knocked him out. Golovkin fought Dominic Wade. I went to that fight. I went to both, and he knocked him out in 2 rounds. So they were supposed to fight and agree and negotiate for November. Out of nowhere, Canelo's like, here, fuck this belt. I'm getting sued. I don't have time for these artificial deadlines. That's the thing that perturbed people. It wasn't the fact that, like, if you didn't build up the anticipation and the people thinking the fight could happen in 2016, then it wouldn't have been that. So it's all about transparency, and that's the same thing with this Keith Thurman situation. Like I said, if you're going to argue with me, argue with shit I said. I'm not unrealistic. If Keith Thurman wants to come back and rematch Luis Collazo, if he wants to fight Jesse Vargas, which is something that maybe is a option for him, and he wants to take a fight with a guy who's not top 3 right now, I don't have a problem with that. There's no beef with that. Even Deontay Wilder, he had metal pins in his hand, which is probably, as a power puncher, that's probably a worse injury than what it sounds like Keith Thurman had with shoulder spurs or whatever he had going on. But nonetheless, it's still an injury, so you want to make sure. So I'm a realistic fan. When Kell Brook got stabbed in the leg and he came back and fought Jojo Diaz, I didn't jump down his throat. He didn't know if he could even walk again. Doctor said, you know what I mean, he might not be able to walk. So you got to test some shit out. Wilder had, like I said, the metal pins in his hand. He came back and tested it out with a top 10 guy in Gerald Washington. You know what I'm saying? He came back with Gerald Washington. So if, like I said, if Keith Thurman wants to come back and he don't want to immediately fight Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, or he doesn't immediately want to fight Errol Spence, cool. But he's not even pacifying the fans by giving conclusive answers that you're really in this. That's the big issue. So again, if you're going to argue with me or debate me on shit I've said. I never said he had to come back and fight Errol Spence the very first time. In fact, Errol Spence already has his next opponent lined up, and he has to get past him. It's Lamont Peterson. Articles on the website, boxingego.com, know about it. You know what I'm saying? So even if Thurman wanted to fight Errol Spence off the rip, he said he's coming back February or March or so. So that wouldn't be logistically make sense because Errol Spence fighting mid to late January, fighting another motherfucker, Lamont Peterson. Holland Future, $5 super chat, Shmoney Dance. Where was Pacquiao at 97, 98, 99, 2000? I'm in the whole new generation beating fighters. I don't get it. I don't get the question. Shout out to Gregory Wyatt, $2 super chat. We working. Shit, I wouldn't even be mad if Keith Thurman fought Kell Brook. I really wouldn't. If he fought Kell Brook, even though Kell Brook's coming off 2 stoppage losses, you know what I mean? He's a former champ. So I don't care what his comeback fight is. That's never been my argument. I don't care at all who he comes back and fight. You know what I mean? Within reason. I don't want to see him fight Raj Salka or something. But if you fight like a Jesse Vargas, Kell Brook coming off 2 losses, anything like that, you know what I mean? That's respectable. Victor Ortiz, I don't care really. I mean, as long as you're not like pulling somebody up from like 130 or something stupid. I don't really care who he fights. You know what I mean? So that's never been my issue. So again, if you're gonna debate with me, debate off shit I said. Shout out to the man Junior Johns. I told y'all them yellow and them orange super chats. It's Shmoney Gang. He just donated $10 to the movement. I really appreciate that. Triple G will never fight Charlo, and I don't think Thurman will fight Spence next year. AJ and Wilder likely a couple years away, 2 or longer. See, and that's very unfortunate if those things are true, because the Charlo brothers look like wrecking balls. I can't like a wrecking ball. You know what I mean? And they're looking like lions only, living up to. Actually, they don't even get the proper hype. I don't think the Charlos get the proper credit. But anyway, they're looking good in their last couple of fights. So why wouldn't we see that? Why wouldn't we want to see it? He's a #1 mandatory for Golovkin. Y'all loved when Golovkin was fighting mandatories like Dominic Wade. What's the big deal? What's the big deal now? But fans got to step up, man. Y'all be the ones. And see, like I tell y'all, I'm in the system now. I know some of these promoters and trainers and see them and correspondents and shit. And I'm telling y'all are fucking boxing up. Y'all fans. And I'm gonna explain why. And yes, I'm blaming on some of the fans. It's because you guys give these guys, these networks, these promoters, a scapegoat. You give them a way out. If you keep accepting whatever they give us, then you give them the scapegoat, a patsy, a way out, a way to decline what you really want. You really should want Wilder versus Joshua. You really should want Thurman versus Spence, right? And even if you guys really understand this, Wilder's been doing this thing longer than Joshua's been a champion. The Wilder versus Joshua concept of them fighting, this is no spring chicken. This didn't just come about in the last 3-5 months. That's what some of you guys aren't understanding. This is something that has been lingering on for quite some time, similar to Golovkin and Canelo. It wasn't like the names had just been linked in 2016. People have been talking about that potential matchup. Same thing with Errol Spence and Kell Brook, right? This wasn't just like it just came about. Most of these super fights have been lingering. Case in point, new media. I don't just talk about it. I can show you. I have videos, Wilder Joshua, 5 months ago, right? 4 months ago. 4 months ago. Look how many views, 148,000, 5 months ago. So people are clearly interested, and this is, hold on. I know I have some old videos, 8 months ago. So new media, I don't just talk about it, we show you. Wilder versus Joshua. Deontay Wilder says, I'm the man. 11 months ago. This is what you guys fail to realize. This is not like a new concept, like we just all of a sudden want to see Wilder Joshua out of nowhere. I just showed you a video 10 months ago, heavyweight best of discussion, Wilder versus Joshua in May, right? 1 year ago, Boxingego. Who is that? Deontay Wilder calls out Anthony Joshua. Let's make sooner now. Right? 5 months ago, Wilder comes for Anthony Joshua again, looking for a KO, looking for a fucking KO, winner takes all. Right? So you guys see it. The proof is in the pudding. These are old videos. So once again, all you fans that are acting soft as Dr. Cotton, soft like Froyo, you know what I mean? You guys got to get it together, because you're what's hurting boxing. Because you're acting as if, oh, this got to marinate. It don't got to marinate, because it's been marinating. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're making a steak or tri-tip, let's say, I like tri-tip, we're going to say tri-tip, and you let it marinate in a barrel, right? That's cool, but you don't leave it in there for no fucking year and then cook it. The steak probably won't be good by that time. I don't know. I'm not the the guru of all gurus when it comes to steak, but I know you want to let it marinate maybe a couple of days, maybe a day or two, right, to get the flavors to seep in. But what are you guys talking about? Let it marinate. This shit has been marinated. Canelo and Golovkin had been marinating before we got it. Wilder Joshua has been a thing. Thurman versus Errol Spence has been a thing. It's not like once in May, once Errol Spence became a champion, now all of a sudden people want to see it. Maybe they want to see the Thurman fight more when he legitimized himself by becoming a champion, but they had already been talking about the names. Floyd Mayweather brought it up. Askar Hussein, he said, oh man, I'm finna go in on Lubin. I got a ton of super chats to do. Oh wow, he just donated $5. Meat's gonna be brown before they cook it. Exactly. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I understand letting it marinate and letting it build, but that's these fights, at least the ones I'm talking about that I want to see, these have been a thing. People want to see rigging out Lomachenko, right? And we're just now getting it. People want to see Wilder, Joshua, and we don't know when that's gonna happen. So it's not like this just happened overnight and people are being impatient. That's what you guys got to understand. None of this shit happened overnight. The interest in Wilder kept winning, so that's what happened. Joshua kept winning and knocking people out. Now the interest is growing. Another $5 super chat from the man Askar Hussein. $5. He said, tell me why Lubin looked like he needed life alert. I've fallen and I can't get up. LOL. Wow. Hey, I don't know if this is true, but somebody, when I first started this stream, they said that Erickson Lubin said it was a premature stoppage. Does anybody know if that is a true statement from Erickson Lubin, and where did he say this? I ain't heard nothing about that. Is that true to anybody? AJ Pulev is awful. No shit. He really said, where did he say this? Because that's ridiculous. I understand fighter pride and all that, but that sounds ridiculous to say it was a premature stoppage. That's stupid. I mean, straight up. There's no other. I understand getting your pride hurt and dented, but to say that was a premature stoppage, like, if that's a premature stoppage, then you want to die, to me. And I'm not trying to be facetious, but I'm just saying that's like saying Apollo Creed was a premature stoppage, and they should have let Ivan Drago get in a few more shots. Well, like, what are you talking about, man? That don't even make sense right now. A premature stoppage. You are convulsing on the ground and like folded up and fell very awkward. I mean, how can you even recover from that? That doesn't even sound right. That doesn't sound like, because like, I mean, I don't even know how to respond to that. If that's a true statement, I don't know how to even respond to that, because like, what, okay, Jamel ain't took no punishment in that fight. No, you're full of shit. Locks, you said, come on, ego. these guys are fighters. Of course they're gonna say that. That's stupid. I don't care if they're fighters. I don't care if they're Army cadets, if they're police officers. It doesn't matter. You still gotta talk with some sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I understand having your pride dented, but you can't call, you can't, okay, like, here's a recent example. Ramirez got knocked out by Antonio DeMarco over the weekend, the same day. That, he complained about and said he wants to rematch. He wanted to rematch DeMarco. I can understand that because he was still alert. He was still on his feet. He took some big shots and he was hurt, but he got stopped. So I understand within reason. But what Erickson Lubin went through, that doesn't make sense because he was on the ground and he was like, looked like he was having a nightmare and like convulsing and stuff like that. And he fell really bad. So again, to put, Jermell Charlo didn't take one shred of punishment in that fight. It was round 1. So his energy should be up there. What do you think is gonna happen? Like, honestly, if you're that badly like debilitated and separated from your senses and he's still fresh and he hasn't took a lick of punishment, you're gonna just magically generate so much energy when you don't even have stable legs to come back. You know what I mean? It's like, even the Conor McGregor, that ain't no premature stop. Your head's getting rocked back like that and you're falling back on that. Those aren't premature stoppages. And actually, the Charlo knockout was worse than the Conor McGregor knockout, and I still don't think the Conor McGregor was a premature stoppage. $5 super chat, Askiar Hussein, he's just going in. Next time Erickson Lubin fight, we should have a defibrillator on hand. Wow. God's Boxing Corner, you're tripping. He looked good afterwards though. No, he didn't. I mean, anyone could look good after they wake you up. Like, what are you guys talking about, man? Y'all got to talk some real boxing. Like, I'm about to get off this stream because I'm here to talk real boxing. No, he was in his corner. Like, he didn't. Pacquiao, you guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That's basically what it is. Y'all don't know what you're talking. Pacquiao got knocked out. It took minutes for him to wake up. They used smelling salts for him to wake up. And then when he woke up, I mean, yeah, it's like you woke up from a dream. So you're not supposed to, you're not going to look all crazy and like, oh, where am I? Like, not everyone doesn't do that. But you were knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Bernard Hopkins, when Joe Smith Jr. knocked him out of the ring, he fell and hit his head on the ground, but he was conscious and able to talk after. Like, what are you guys talking about? So, like, I don't understand. You're not gonna be all. Not everyone's gets knocked out. You short circuit and you get back up. You know what I mean? Pacquiao's not the GOAT, but for sure. I don't know what you guys are expecting. You thought he was just gonna be like throwing up on the ground. Like, that's not really how it works. You short circuit temporarily. You probably wake up with a headache, and that's that. You talking about he looked good. I promise you, he wouldn't have looked good if the ref let that fight keep going. How would he have come back? You guys explain it. You talking about he looked good. You explain how he's gonna come back from that. Being inexperienced, being badly hurt and knocked down. Round 1 where Jermell Charlo's still fresh and he's motivated because he knows he hurt you. And he's Lions only, and the Charlo brothers have a mean streak and an evil temper. You tell me how he was gonna survive that. Go. Askiar Hussein, Ego, where are the Lubin fans at? You guys explain to me how he was going to overcome that. I really want to know. I'm not talking about come back in his career. He's 22. Maybe he can come back and challenge for a title at a later date. I'm talking about how he's going to come back in that particular fight right then and there. Y'all making it like it's a premature stoppage. That sounds crazy. That's crazy talk. You know what I mean? Unless you guys are that morbid where you want to see someone die or permanently disabled, then there's no way you could say that was a premature stoppage. You guys, boxing has some of the poorest sports I've ever seen in sports. Some of the poorest sports. You talking about it was a premature stoppage? Like, what more would you have to do than that to stop somebody? I mean, if that's the case, you want to see their eyes rolling in the back of their head and shaking on the ground. Like what else do you want to see from the fighter? I mean, he gave everything he could. He got clipped. It happens. You move on. But to say it was a premature stoppage, that just sounds crazy. Y'all want to see foam coming out of his mouth and like that is just stupid. And see that you're almost, especially if you're a Lubin fan or just a fan of boxing, you're really disrespecting the sport and disrespecting the fighter, because you're basically telling them that their life doesn't matter. If you think that the fight should have been allowed to continue as a fan under those circumstances, then you really don't. There's no way you can care about the fighter. Period. That's like saying they should have let Curtis Stevens keep fighting David Lemieux. Like what? Oh, he woke up and he was good though. What the fuck? Damn Ego, you have some of the most least knowledgeable followers in this chat room. Don't blame that on me. It don't have shit to do with me. I can't control who's in the chat room and who's leaving comments. You trying to blame it like I brought them here. I'm just saying what it is. Boo Boo versus Charlos, that'll be a good fight. Askiar Hussein, $5 super chat. Just think he wanted Jamal at first. LOL, imagine that. Who wanted Jamal? Lubin said he wanted to fight Jamal? Yeah, y'all sound crazy. And don't let these fighters foolish pride because they're fighters and they don't want to get knocked. I mean, like I said, of course he's gonna say that because he got stopped. And I'm sure it was an embarrassment, all the shit you talked about Charlo. And like I told you, the Charlo's got a mean streak. They don't, they're not going to, all of a sudden, them boys is from Houston. So they're not going to be like, oh, we just did our thing. They're going to put salt in the wound. And they did post-fight. You okay? You good? Keep running your mouth. Mister, keep running your mouth. You know what I mean? They're going to add insult to injury. So, of course, you're going to say whatever because that has to be embarrassing. If you talked about he's a paper champion and he did you in and laced you up in the first round, and then on top of that, they're like, yeah, we knew, Mr. Keep running your mouth. Houston, what's up, Houston? Keep running your mouth. Lions only, forever. Like, yeah, of course you're going to be, you know what I mean, say whatever, but Jamal is a fool. He said, is you okay? Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like I said, it's the fighters. The fighters are going to always, like Kovalev, you were done for. Like, cut the bullshit. Like Canelo said, we from Mexico, we don't fuck around. Cut the bullshit. Kovalev, all these motherfuckers. Connor, you guys were done for. In your fights, your last fights, you were done for. Period. Yeah, Charlos they was clowning. They was like, they said, you left your hammer at home and all this. $5 super chat, Askiel Hussein. Lubin had wanted Jamal. He said Jamal was the weaker of the two before Jamal moved up. What are you talking about? Someone dropped 50. I don't know what y'all talking about. But yeah, man, don't fighters gonna say whatever they want to say, but I respect the game. You know what I mean? I respect Lubin for stepping up at a tender age, but to say that fight was a premature stoppage just sounds crazy. Like that's not even right or fair. Like I said, that's like Danny Garcia versus Amir Khan. It's not a premature stoppage. Yeah, Khan was alert somewhat. He kept falling down. Danny Garcia barely touched him in that fourth round, and he was spilling down and falling. So you're not in a good position. You're not, you know what I mean? You're not really. How are you gonna mount an attack like that when you're just so worried about not getting knocked out? And like I said, Danny Garcia. Watch that Danny Garcia Khan fight again. Danny Garcia barely even touched Khan, and he was like fell like on the ground, like he barely even touched him, and he was like kind of running away, and Garcia like clipped him little, and Khan was like, and still fell from it. So when you're in that type of shape, it's gonna be hard. Y'all think this is a Rocky movie. Kevon SC, $2 super chat. Shmoney Dance. Julian Williams versus Terry Norris is a lot similar. I don't know what y'all expect and what y'all want from these fights. But Mike Alvarado versus Brandon Rios, he was saying it was a premature stoppage. Like, how's that a premature stop? You took 20 unanswered punches. These fighters are smarter than that. They know that. They know Brandon Rios has you hurt, you're visibly hurt and fleeing, even though you're a come forward kind of warrior and you're fleeing. That's not a good sign. Same thing with Kovalev. Kovalev had his butt on the ropes, but you're the crusher. The ref sees that. So it's like you're acting out of character at that point. David Lemieux, Billy Joe Saunders, good fight. I don't know if he stops him, but I would definitely watch that fight. I mean, because here's a fight for me. Shout out to my dude Danny Jacobs and Peter Quillen. When they fought, at first I was like, nah, that was premature. But then I watched it back, and I'm like, nah, I can't even say that. I can't say it's premature. Because Quillen had, and both of them are my dudes, but Quillen had like this, he had this like glazed look on his eye. And it didn't look like a focused look. He's just like looking into space. You don't put someone in with a puncher like Jacobs, who's, again, just like Charlo, big puncher in the first round where they haven't took any punishment really, and they have their full full strength, because it's not like the fight wore on for 8 rounds and they've naturally tired, and then you're badly hurt. It just doesn't make sense. Excuse me. What's next for Lubin? He needs to take it easy. Take 8 months off, a year off. Regroup, spend time with your family, and then mount your attack to come back. He has to do like Charlo, like J-Rock did. Actually, Charlo, like I told you, them dudes they have a nasty demeanor. Like Charlo was like, he J-Rock Jr. But that's what he should kind of do. What J-Rock did. Took some time off, spent time with family, came back on little subtle cards, and racked up some victories. Y'all sound stupid. Retirement? You don't have to retire at age 22. I don't think he has to retire. Oh. Y'all are corny as fuck. Y'all taking pictures off of the internet of me and making fake accounts. Like, whatever. Like I said, y'all can keep doing that. My mods block you and vanquish you from this whole fucking chat. You're blocked. So, good luck. Make another account. We still getting this money. We still talking boxing. Like, I don't know what y'all think that does to me. Like, somebody has my face on a fake profile? Okay. Whatever floats your boat. But to me, that's corny, and that's like really almost off-putting that another male would take a picture of a guy and claim that as his default picture and then put my name in it. Like, that's pretty creepy, Stan. But like I said, that's what y'all choose to do. That's the internet shit y'all do. Yeah, that's obsession. And see, that's why I know you guys are obsessed, because it's like, if you hate my channel so much, why would you go through great lengths to keep coming back? Get blocked and then make another account and rip my picture off the internet and use it and upload it. Like, that's work. Like, I built my YouTube account a while ago, so I don't remember all the steps, but you guys got channel art and upload pictures and shit. Like, wow. Like, y'all really register emails and shit? That's too much work for me, especially if I ain't getting paid off of it. See, but that's what y'all keep doing, clown shit. We over here getting this money. Y'all keep doing the clown shit for free. If you gonna do clown shit, at least get paid for it, like Pennywise. You dig? Anyway, what else y'all want to talk about? Keith Thurman, Lubin, AJ Wilder. San Francisco beat Hart. He looked good, even though he lost the game by a small margin. Shit, he did better. He did pretty good. So, I mean, the Niners, we can't really go anywhere lower than what we already are. So, I think he should be starting. I think it's a good move. I heard the Raiders just got Navarro Bowman off of us. We released him, and the Raiders picked him up. Yeah, man, my moderators be moderating the fuck out of y'all and destroying y'all. Straight ego army soldiers clapping y'all. I picked the right moderators, man. Yeah, Chiefs, I was surprised they lost, but they've been doing good. What else y'all want to talk about? The boxing game is just, it's been good. Did y'all hear about Conor McGregor and Paulie Malignaggi? Paulie Malignaggi claims that Dana White had conversations with Al Heyman about putting together a fight between Malignaggi and what's his name? And McGregor. $5 super chat from Askiar Hussein. Appreciate you. Is there any work for Charlo at 54 besides Hurd, Andrade, and Lada? Those are the best fights for him. If he wants to stay busy fight, maybe put him in with J-Rock. That'd be a solid fight. Just as, I mean, like I said, even though his brother knocked him out, they're not. He and his brother are different fighters, so we'll see what he could do with him. But they look like the people to beat at that division. Yeah, Jamal Charlo versus Triple G. I told y'all I would rather see that than Canelo rematch, to be honest, because the Canelo rematch ain't going nowhere. Canelo rematch you can have that later, and it'll still do numbers. Damn ego getting paid tonight. Listen, this is my job, man. This is what I do. I try to entertain. I work. If people want to tip me, I'm not going to complain. Because, like I said, at the end of the day, I put a lot of money into this game. Put a lot of energy and time to give you guys updates. So, comes with the territory. Eubank has more power at 68. I can't really say that. See, listen. And I like Chris Eubank Jr., but you guys got to put shit in perspective, for real. Eubank ain't fought no one at 68. He ain't fought no one since Billy Joe Saunders, in my opinion. Who is Chris Eubank fought? That really was, like, I wanted to see him fight Golovkin, but then the fight fell apart. And then Golovkin ended up fighting a welterweight. But honestly, and I'm going to ask you guys for real, and I want you to see, check your boxing knowledge. Since Billy Joe Saunders, who has Chris Eubank fought at 160 or 168? Name his best win. Name who he's fought. Arthur Abram? Who cares? Andre Ward beat him years ago. He can't even beat Martin Murray clean. And Gilberto Zordo Ramirez, did he stop him or he dropped him? I know he beat him for the title. Who the fuck is Burns? Ricky Burns? Mr. Burns? Excellent, Smithers. Excellent. Who the fuck is Burns? Yeah, Abram, he ain't the same fighter that sucker punched Darrell. Like, Abram, really? I'd rather see him fight Abraham fucking Lincoln. Y'all tripping. You talking about Burns? I don't even know who the fuck is Mr. Burns. Excellent, Smithers. Excellent. Who the fuck is Burns? Honestly, I'm talking to y'all. Who the fuck is Burns? Excellent. I don't even know who that is. Fucking excellent, Smithers. Can y'all tell me who Burns is? Y'all just saying these names and ain't gonna tell me? Oh, I thought it said bums, but I thought it said Burns. See, that's how you know, because I thought he really fought someone named Burns. But I guess y'all put bums. Wow. Bums actually looks like Burns. I gotta get my vision checked. Fuck. I was like, who the fuck is Burns? Like, I know Ricky Burns, but he's not in the same division. It don't matter if you follow 68. You know, who the fuck? Reynold Quinlan. Who is that? That sounds like a detective or something. Who is Reynold Quinlan? I just ate. I don't need no food. Who's Reynold Quinlan? Honestly. Would he beat Daniel Gill? Who's Reynold Quinlan? Yildirim. Who's Yildirim? No, listen, I'm asking you guys, because y'all keep saying these names and shit. Who are they, like, who or what are they known for? What's Yildirim's best win? No, listen, I'm being real. Like, we were having just a good old-fashioned boxing talk. What is Yildirim known for? Is he Jewish? What is Yildirim? I don't even know what that is. That makes me want some matzo balls. L'chaim. Yildirim Ledredel. Like, who is Yildirim? Where is he from anyway? What is a Yildirim? Can someone please? The only thing I know him for is his manager was like, "You shut up! I fuck you! I fuck your wife in your bed! I fuck you all up! I fuck you in the bed!" Who is Yildirim? How do you even get in the tournament? What's Yildirim's best win? He's from Istanbul? Okay. Who did he fight in Istanbul? He's from Turkey? Okay. Hey, watch the Jew talk. What are you talking about? I didn't say nothing bad about Jewish people. Calm down, Bob Arum. Hey. Like I said something offensive, like I'm Hitler or something. Fuck out of here. Anyway, who is Yildirim? Like, what does he know? How did he enter the tournament? They was on Groupon. You just sign up. Like, how did he get in the tournament? Listen to me. How did Yildirim get in the tournament? Somebody explain, like, how is he part of the selection? Because I don't know who he is. I covered by. I don't know who he is. I just want to know how he got in the tournament. Like, no James DeGale, right? Derails, but Yildirim made it. Like, I don't know who he is. Askiar Hussein, $10 Shmoney Gang, Shmoney Dance. I haven't heard no one thank Wilder for cleaning up the sport. I feel like he's strategically picking opponents who he knows dirty to expose them. Shit. I just want to see heavyweight come back. He had a belt at 168. What belt? A Gucci belt? What belt did he have? I'm asking because I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. What belt did he have? Michael Kors? What belt is he known for? Who did he beat for the belt? See, y'all not even helping me. Y'all keep saying these little snippets and then y'all won't tell me the rest. Yildirim's best win is beating his meat. What the fuck? Hey, y'all tripping right now. See, I don't even know what belt he had. That's what I'm trying to ask you. See, there's too many belts in boxing. Like, you guys gotta tell, you got the Play-Doh belt. Like, what belt did he have? I don't know like that. Like, I don't matter of fact, I don't even know a motherfucker named Yildirim. I've never met anyone in my life, and I was in the military. Well, I wasn't, but I was raised a military brat, so I had people, family and friends from all around. I never met a Yildirim before, and I never met a Reynald either. But that's just me. Do y'all know anyone named Yildirim or Reynald Quinlan? What the fuck is a WBC International Silver Super Middleweight title? Wow. You might as well give him the Shawn Michaels Intercontinental Sweet Chin Music belt. I'm not your boy toy. I know I'm sexy. I got the looks that drive all the... I'm not your boy toy. I know I'm sick. That's that Shawn Michaels Intercontinental. I'm not your boy toy. I know I'm sexy. You got the looks that drive all the whip. I'm not your boy toy. The fuck? Shawn Michaels ass belt. That Super Intercontinental Champion. I'm not your boy toy. I know I'm sexy. I got the looks. Y'all don't know about that Shawn Michaels. Fuck out of here. Y'all got that Super Silver Reynolds Wrap Intercontinental Euro titles and shit. I don't know about all that. But anyway, Chris Eubank, he's looking good, but it's listen, I'm not comparing him to Erickson Lubin because they're different fighters. But the thing is, Erickson Lubin was looking good too in his fights. But who did he fight? He didn't really have any names. And then he steps up to a known guy that we all know, Jermell Charlo, and he got knocked out in the first round. Now, I'm not saying that's the same fate for Chris Eubank, but again, name somebody Chris Eubank has fought since Billy Joe Saunders that you put up there with even a Billy Joe Saunders or greater. The Triple G fight fell apart. So, you know what I mean? It's hard to gauge. Yeah, he's looking phenomenal. He's looking phenomenal. But George Groves is going to be a fight where, okay, because we all know George Groves, and if you don't fight him right, or you know what I'm saying, he's pretty strong. He's been in there with top quality guys, so that's a good gauge. But other than that, I can't really think of who Eubank Jr. has fought that would help us determine where we can place him. Like, y'all got to be realistic. Andre Ward was the man at 68. So who is Eubank Jr. fought since Billy Joe Saunders where you would feel like, oh, I'm confident that he could have beat prime Andre Ward? Look, Chris Eubank. Yildirim, Reynald Quinlan. Who the fuck is Tom Doran? Nick Blackwell, that's the one that got hurt and injured. Gary O'Sullivan. Who's Tony Jeter? Derek Jeter's brother. Mitri Chudova. See, that's what I'm saying. He fought Billy Joe Saunders in 14, and since that time, I don't really know who's Tony Jeter. That's Derek Jeter, brother, I guess. Tom Doran. Like, I've seen that fight. I've seen some of these fights, but I just don't know these guys. So I can't give you all the credit in the world and be like, oh man, you're unstoppable. You beat Tom Doran and Derek Jeter's brother. Derek Jeter's a biracial angel. But whatever. We got another super chat. I told y'all, them yellow and them orange super chats, those be the ones. $20. My dude Junior Johns threw a dub on it. He said Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez versus Triple G is a good fight too. Yep, I agree. Cause Zurdo's tough. Looks like he'd take a punch. See, Triple G gotta stop the Mexican style. Cause I don't think he's Mexican style. Zurdo Ramirez fights more I don't believe in Mexican style, but the definition that they give for Mexican style, Gilberto Ramirez actually fights like that. You know what I'm saying? No matter who he fights, he's chucking to the body. Not like Golovkin when he fights Canelo and doesn't want to get countered, so he only lands 8 body shots. That's not Mexican style. Because the top quality Mexican fighters with that Mexican style, they don't abandon certain aspects of their offense and then work behind a jab like, they don't do that. You know what I mean? Brandon Rios, when's the last time you seen him not put the pedal to the metal and start chucking leather? Doesn't happen. Even a Ruslan Provodnikov, who's not Mexican, he don't just work behind a jab and try to outbox you. Askiar Hussein, them yellow and them orange super chats, I told y'all those are the ones. $10. $10 super chat. He says, what is considered undisputed? WBA, it's the WBA, WBC, IBF, IBO, and the WBA. Having all of those. I don't think the ring title is mandatory, but I'm not sure. I think the IBO still counts. Oh man. Oh, I fucked my neck up. I don't know how. That's sad. No one's even really talking about Chavez Jr. returning. I feel like people don't even care right now. He's supposed to fight in December. Hey, has anybody seen that new Spider-Man? Y'all keep putting Spider-Man in the comment section. Anyone seen that Spider-Man Homecoming? I think it comes out on video tomorrow. I don't know if it's worth copping. I never watched it. Black Panther preview. Shout out to Ryan Coogler. He's from the Bay. Yee! But I just watched the extended trailer. That Black Panther looks dope. I just tweeted about that earlier. That Black Panther look got me juiced. That looked dope. He was in the trees and shit. Bradley, I don't know. He retired, so. Charlo vs. Hurd, good fight. I mean, off of recent performances, I think people would have to favor Charlo, but it's a good fight. Yeah, that Black Panther looked dope. It was okay, you tripping. Or unless you're talking about Spider-Man. That Black Panther shit looked wet. That looked dope. Trailers on YouTube. Just type in Black Panther trailer and look for the one that was uploaded today. It'll say like uploaded 10 hours ago or some shit. So you know it's the right one because it's the one that was just uploaded today. I would show it, but they'll demonetize my video and try to get the credit for the video. They'll be like, this goes to Fox 20, like Century 21 or whatever. Yeah, it should be a trending. Spider-Man was okay. Yeah, I didn't hear much about it. I just seen that it was, who's tits? What are you talking about? Y'all keep saying get tits out of here and stuff. What is that? Who is tits? There's a guy named Tits in here? Whoa, Askiar Hussein balling today. A $20 super chat. I told y'all, them yellow and them orange ones. Shmoney gang. Pray to the shmoney gods. Everybody pray to the shmoney gods. He just dropped a $20, put a dub on it. I will say this, I got dough. I could do this all day. Finna hit this bad ego. Keep up the good work. Hey, you a beast. He said, I got bread. Wow. Askiar Hussein is the OG. Hey, Askiar, I'm gonna give you a free hat because you always be holding it down. Damn, Tits got banned. That's funny. Tits got banned. Yeah, Askia Hussein is the OG right now. Yo, make sure y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. We just having the freestyle. Shmoney gang. Shmoney gang up in here. What y'all think of GSP versus Bisping? I think I might have to favor Bisping because he just off activity. You know what I mean? GSP is gonna try to get him on the mat and hump him, maybe. You think he'll get knocked out? That'll be impressive if Bisping knocks him out. Bisping look kind of big next to him. Whoa, Junior Johns is back in it. Askia Hussein and Junior. Y'all got me choking. Junior Johns is holding it down. $20 pray to the shmoney gods. Them yellow and the orange ones. Triple G and Canelo need to see Jamal at some point. Yeah, and that unfortunately seems doubtful. I don't think they want to see him. They're going to use every, oh, what's he done? He hasn't done enough. Even though that's a fight I would love to see. But shout out to Junior Johns and Askia Hussein. Hold on, I guess I should have the label showing in case they want to sponsor me. The best part of waking up. Oh, you know what I want to talk about? Especially live, because I already talked about this in the video. But I want to hear people's comments. Wow, I just got a Venmo from my man Angel Santos. Y'all are balling tonight, man. Like y'all, hey, don't be y'all sending me drug money. This ain't regular money. Y'all sending me drug money. I'm kind of scared. Just so y'all see, we got a Venmo. My dude Angel Santos paid you $50. Shout out to my man Angel. He the real angel, guardian angel. He just Venmo'd $50 right now. He said this is to come out to the Barclays for the Wilder fight. Ego Army, new media. You see him picture with Wilder, true boxing fan. Tell the truth. Y'all know I gotta like that. Shout out to my man Angel for dropping that flavor. Shout out to Venmo, man. Y'all holding it down. I forgot what we were talking about. Oh, there's Angel right there. Make sure y'all shout out Angel, cause he's keeping the hope alive. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to ask y'all about. Errol Spence. Some people said he needs a promoter and he should have signed with Golden Boy. Like, why? Somebody who feels that way, explain. Cause I don't think Errol Spence need a promoter. Why does he need Golden Boy or a promoter in general when he's getting what he wants right now? Like, please explain that to me. Cause I talked about that in a video. And some people were like, no, he needs a promoter. He made a mistake. For what? What does he need a promoter for? Y'all want me to go to the Wilder fight? Shit, my man Angel just donated 50. He said I need to go out there. I need to be out there. So maybe I should go out there. And I want to support Sean Porter too, and Wilder. I live in California. Angel didn't pay for my trip. It cost more than $50. You obviously don't know Brooklyn hotel rates, but trust me. And the flight, I can't get no flight for no fucking $50 either. But I'm not complaining. You know what I mean? That's That's love from Angel, the man Angel Santos. Yeah, Spence said he's gonna start his own promotional company. Yeah, like what? Listen, see, you know what's so funny about this whole boxing game? It's very funny to me that when I make videos, not like this, not the live stream videos, but just the regular standard videos where I'm speaking into the microphone, I'm not flying Allegiant. I'm not doing that. Y'all, I don't fly on like extra cheap airlines. You know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to La Bamba me. I'm not flying on that. Spirit. That's why they call it Spirit, because when the plane fucking crash, you gonna be a fucking spirit. And I'm gonna be like, what up, fight world, floating to the heaven? Hell no. I don't trust that. Them Final Destination ass planes. And then, see, another thing, yeah, it's fuck around and be a spirit. I'll be an entity and shit. Like, what up, fight world? Welcome to another edition of the Dead Hour. Boxingego. Like, fuck that. Another thing with the those cheap airlines that I noticed is what they do. They charge you for everything. Like Southwest, my first bag is free, right? But if you go to Spirit and shit, they'll be like, everything's a charge. You know what I mean? Your first bag, you're charged. Sometimes your carry-ons get charged. If you have a big penis, you get charged. You know what I'm saying? It's like no matter what. I'm not doing all that. But yeah, I don't understand why y'all talking about Errol needs a promoter. Explain. See, but that's what I'm saying. It's so funny to me because when I do the other videos, right, where it's just where I can't talk back to you guys directly, only in the comment section, because it's just like an audio video covering whatever topic. There's so much dissonance. There's so many people that disagree and you're totally wrong, Ego. And when I'm on here live, where we could go have the hot seat, we could talk about it right here and now, and then those people never show up. And again, I'm asking you guys, all the people that, when I did the video, all the people that were saying, oh, Errol Spence, he needs a promoter. He absolutely made the wrong choice. Where are you now? I want to know why you think he made the wrong choice. And I'm going to explain my side. And you know what, for this, it doesn't have to be a hot seat, because I don't have to block no one over this. I just want to know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to hot seat y'all. I just want to know why you think he needs a promoter. Askia Hussein, $20 super chat. Shmoney gang, pray to the Shmoney gods. I've been looking for my friendly competition. Where you been at, Junior John? Y'all tripping, trying to compete with each other to see who's balling the most. Wow. See, boxing fans got bread. They sending me the drug money, man. They said I'm Sosa, young Carlito's way. Huh? They sending me that. That puro cocaina, that drug money, gang. Oh shit, Junior Johns came back. $10 super chat, that man Junior Johns. They battling out here. Boxing needs to form unilateral control, too much competition, not enough production. Yeah, but I think they would have done it already if they could. But they don't have a governing body, but that would be cool. Ego Cartel, man. Young Chapo. Huh? Okay. But yeah, where are the people that were saying Errol absolutely needs a promoter? Like, what? For what? Like, what? Listen. What does he need a promoter? I told y'all, I even said it in the Ego Guzman. But listen, I even said it in the video, is what, like, most of the time situations like that, like, what can Golden Boy do for Errol Spence Jr.? Like listen, we're gonna break this down together as a boxing familia, right? What can Golden Boy do for Oscar? I mean, not for Oscar, for Errol. What can they do for him? Askia Hussein, $10 super chat. Bow. Damn, y'all going crazy today. I definitely got to get these hats up and running if we got support like that. But what can Golden Boy do? You look at Errol Spence, 90% of the people that I can imagine would be money-making fights for him are on the PBC side of the fence. You have Danny Garcia over there. You have Josecito Lopez, Victor Ortiz, Amir Khan, Adrian Broner, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter. Who else is there? Who else is out there in the welterweight? You know what I mean? The Felix Diaz, Luis Collazo. So what is Golden Boy gonna do? Like, who could Golden Boy match him up with? Lucas Matisse? Okay, then what? Especially if you sign a multi-fight deal. You got Berto on the PBC side, right? Sammy Vasquez, they fought as amateurs. Lamont Peterson, who he's fighting. So Saddam Ali, that's not good because, in my opinion, he's fighting Cotto, which is a dangerous fight, mostly because of the weight. You know what I'm saying? So he already got stopped by Jesse Vargas. So maybe the weight might be too much for him against a skillful guy like Cotto. Cotto was fucking up Kamagai. And I'm not saying Saddam Ali is Kamagai. I think he's slicker and all that, but he's been stopped at the lower weight, 47, and now he's moving up to 54. Ego balling tonight. You better stay on for like 2 hours, dude. Shit. I just got something to eat, man. We woke and we energized. Ego Army. I told you, Ego Mob, money on top of boxing, Ego Mafia. The fans just show support, and the haters bitch and complain and moan and hate. Why are you guys giving donations? Like, who does that? Who hates? Why would y'all hate on another man's hustle, another woman's hustle, another person? But anyway, majority of the people that I can imagine Spence wants to fight is on the Heyman side, so I don't understand why he was signed with Golden Boy. See, and it's all of a sudden quiet. But when I do the video, people get mad and say, "Oh, what are you talking about?" You know what I mean? Like, I just don't see. Like, listen. Shout out to Donald Speller. He just donated $2 via PayPal, so it's not gonna show up on the super chat because it's PayPal. But we working tonight. Hello, Boxingego. Shout out to Donald. He just sent his $2, man. We working. Shout out to call me, man, I told y'all I'm Young Credentials. Call me Young Credentials, Young PayPal, Young Venmo, whatever y'all want to call me. Junior John's out here balling, and he just said he just dropped $20 like a true boss. Y'all want me to stay on straight bread, homie. Hey, Junior Johns, you a drug dealer. Hey, that's my dude. He a drug dealer though. Don't tell nobody. Shh. But yeah, man, it's crazy because, like I said, do you want me to drop a gem? I'm gonna drop a gem about the independent hustle. Y'all leaving funny ass comments. Young Escobar, I told you, I'm the Chapo of this shit. Ego Brigante, Carlitos Way. Okay, I'm real on that. You guys think you big time, huh? You're gonna pay. Like, I told you, this was not a game. Listen. I'm trying to drop a gem for you guys. If you are in a position, listen, I've worked a job my whole life, and I was a good ass worker. No matter where I work, I always put my best. I swear, ask Yar Hussein with the $20 super chat. Bow. He says we got that truck driving money over here. Oh, see, that's truck drivers get bread. Truck drivers get bread. Salute to you. I don't know if I like long distance driving. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys are a beast that do that. Cause I know you have to be getting tired with the I don't know, with the long shift. So I see that I told you guys this Boxingego shit. It's more than just boxing. You go to my Instagram, I got Ego Wisdom, Ego Eye Candy, try to make people laugh. It's really a lifestyle. You know what I mean? Even if you don't cover boxing, if you're a truck driver, if you have a retail job, if you're a stay-at-home mom, man, we represent all of that. I told you this is the conglomerate. This is Death Row East. This is a personification of everything that I did on the West. We taking it worldwide, man. And we're gonna take over other markets. I'm gonna try to get Wild fans showing Ego some big love tonight. That's the fans, man. And when you're true to the game and true to thyself, it comes with the territory. I never pretend to be something I'm not, you know what I mean? And that's just what it is. I'm always me. I'm always transparent. I'm easy to reach. If y'all don't talk crazy and insulting and stuff like that, then I never get at nobody crazy. So, you know what I mean? Fans know what it is. Don't let the name fool you. Ego. It's not about being egotistical. It's about uplifting, persevering. And I'm gonna drop a gem for you guys, man. Junior Johns, my name. $10 super chat. The love is real. You can't fake this. You guys see it. I'm not instructing them or telling them to do nothing. But I'm gonna drop a gem for you guys. My whole life I've worked. Ask Yar Hussein, $10. Is he down for the count? Y'all are tripping. Y'all are really battling over this money gang. Money gang. I told you, pray to the shmoney gods. Pray to the shmoney gods. It's real. That's why you see why people hate. Because I'm just me and things just happen. Shmoney gang. But most importantly, always find a way to give back. Always find a way to give back, whether it's to your people. You know, I might fuck around and take a knee at these fights. You know what I'm saying? Was you gonna kick me out? They can't kick us out, man. This is the army, Ego's army. But I'm gonna drop a gem. I've had a job since I was 14 with no gaps of employment. This is the first time when I started doing the boxing stuff. This was the major risk, and it was the first time Junior Johns, he said he ain't never scared, dropped $10 like a boss. Bow. You guys see it. But this is the first time I took a risk and did something totally for me in terms of a career choice. First time that I did that. And God willing, I put work into it. And all y'all talk. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, society will brainwash you into doing what they say is acceptable. Don't do that, man. Do what's in your heart. If you have a vision, see it through. Do you know how many ideas are somewhere on a notepad, scribbled down, up in here, left in here, and people get fearful and afraid to kick off that idea and really pursue it? Don't do that, man. I promise you. Ask Yar Hussein, $10 super chat, and the new. You guys see it, man. But you gotta follow your dreams and things. I've had a channel for a minute, but the channel, and see that you gotta be ready to adapt. My channel was called Ego's World 1. I had a whole different vision for it, and then I've always been a fan of boxing, so I randomly did a fight prediction video, and it just started picking up from there. And then I had to switch the name because the boxing side of it got so big, word of mouth and whatever. So we just kept it pushing. And I was like, oh wow, I could really come into the game and people are appreciating what I'm offering. And you know what I mean? We just took it one, but you got to be willing to adapt, like Floyd Mayweather said, make adjustments. You got to do those things. I've been doing it probably like 4 years. I don't know. I don't keep track. I don't keep tabs. But when I did it, I was working a full-time job and then doing this on the side. Now this is my full-time job. Me and Dante, Boxing Nation, probably started around the same time. And see, this is the thing, is people don't realize me and Dante, when we go to fights, the love be so real because people see that we started from the bottom. No Drake shit. You know what I mean? We came from the YouTube screens to covering fights as media, and we were one of the probably the first people to do it. Like no shade to anybody else. Like Ellie, I feel like he's always been in the game. Like, you know what I mean? Ellie and other people, they've been doing this since like early 2000s or something, 2005, mid 2000s, shit like that. I ain't been doing it that long. Dante, like I said, me and Dante started probably around the same time, And we learned on the job and learned that, oh, this could really be something. You know what I mean? And that's why it's so real, because you see, like, you guys know my story. You see me come from the YouTube screen, YouTube side of things, and then, you know what I mean, just kept the hustle going, started getting into fights. That's what it is. But that's why my experience is going to be different, because of how I came up. I came up, I'm the people's champ. You know what I mean? I came up getting the, what you call it, getting the fans to respect me before anything else. Before I interviewed one boxer, they respected my brain and my boxing knowledge. So Ellie's been doing it, so respects to him. He's been doing it. See, and that's the other thing. A lot of motherfuckers come in the game hating on the next man. Ellie's cool. Every time I see him, I have no issue with him. People get disrespectful on their way up. That's the first way to fail. You know what I mean? You know how many people win at me? Like, that ain't gonna get you nowhere, because it didn't get me nowhere because I never tried it. You know what I mean? So I'll be damned if you're gonna piggyback. If you're gonna piggyback off my name. Ask Yair Hussein, $10. He said he's the pound for pound champ, and there's nothing else to discuss. Wow, y'all really battling over money, but shit, I need to apply to all these fights with all these, all these donations. Wow, but I'm telling you guys, if you got a vision, stick with it. If you got a vision, stick with it. That's all I can say. Put the work in. Don't get discouraged. Always be willing to adapt and keep shit rocking. Hey, can we get some more likes? Ego's Army, can we get some more likes? It just like stopped at 211 and ain't moved for like 20 minutes. I think Spence does hit as hard because he has the technique and the way he turns his punches. And he has that mean streak. You see, listen, and that's the thing, is like, in life, me personally, I don't really fear no man but God. But if I were to fear somebody, I would fear the person who's the silent killer. Errol, Terrence Crawford, those motherfuckers fit the profile because they're like mild-mannered and calm. But then when they get in the ring, it's like, even Golovkin, he's the same way. Golovkin, he don't, if I seen him on the street, I'd be like, okay, so, like, you know what I mean? But then when he gets in, you can see he's throwing shit with some bad intent. He was throwing some shit at Canelo, and if Canelo's defense wasn't so sweet, Canelo would have been, he would have been out of there. Because in them early rounds, he was missing, but he was throwing some heat. And you got to watch them Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, the Triple G's, the Errol Spence's, the Terrence Crawford, them the ones you have to worry about, to be honest. Andre Ward, mild-mannered, family man, keeps to himself. You got to watch for them dudes. Those are the ones, not the people who are, like, I'm not trying to use Son as an example, but like Erickson Lubin. He said a lot. He was super confident. Conor McGregor, super confident, and then they got stopped in their fights. You know what I'm saying? So confidence is cool. I personally like the trash talk because I grew up watching wrestling. You know what I mean? Ask Yair Hussein, $10 super chat. He said he need the green belt. He the king of this shit. Wow. I grew up watching wrestling, so I like the theatrics and I like the build-ups and, you know what I mean? Take my money because you entertain me. Hey, I told you, man. All these donations and stuff, it's not, like I said, I'm not a stingy person. Like I've been helping my parents out, stuff like that. And we about to give back to the community. We're going to really I have some major ideas. We're going to get these hats rocking. But I told you with the Fight Club, y'all think this is a game. We're going to have prizes for the Fight Club. Ego, Dirt, and Stout. I want you to hit me. And we're going to see who knows boxing. We're just taking boxing back to where it needs to be. And that's it. We're going to get the Fight Club. It's going to be a real Fight Club out here. You know what I mean? And we're going to test people's boxing knowledge. I don't know what fight I'm going to next, but people like when I go to the fights. I try to ask good questions. I got a couple that I want to ask Deontay Wilder particularly. So maybe I'll try to go to his next fight. But the Fight Club, expect that to do some real shit. We just doing shit different over here, man. Motherfuckers can hate and all that, but that don't matter, man. Because we still the people's champ, Ego Army. We come in, we do our numbers, we give back. I want to cover the Rigondeaux Lomachenko fight. That's my dude. We working. But I'm telling you guys, if you got a vision, stick with it. Stick with it and figure this shit out one way or another. Wilder did get screwed by 3 failed drug tests. Povetkin and Luis Ortiz were the biggest, and then the Polish fighter Andrzej Wawłowski or whatever. See, that's the thing. That's another thing why I feel like people respect the channel, is because I'm not here to feed you a bunch of horse shit. Like I don't disrespect people. Wow, Askiar, who said $5 super chat, he said, tell Junior Johns I said respect. I'm out. Well, I appreciate it, man. You more than held down the channel today. Enjoy the rest of your night. You guys are the gods, the super chat gods. Wow. Y'all went in. But it's all gonna go to good use, trust that. But yeah, man, people tripping, giving Wilder shtick for other people failing to get drug test. And then they start saying stupid shit, like coming up with like conspiracy theories about how Wilder called Vada and all this stupid shit. Like, my thing is this: even if some backhanded shit, under the table shit like that happened, how the fuck would you know? Like, who are you? Who are you? Who told you? Who told you that all this backhanded, under the table, black market shit was going on? Like, who told you? Who are you in the industry? You're just a random YouTube person that ain't even taking the time to create a default picture. You know what I'm saying? So how would you know that Wilder contacted Vada to screw over Luis Ortiz and it was a way to get out of the fight? You know what I'm saying? Who told you? You're just making shit up. I can't stand that. I can't stand when people just arbitrarily like bullshit and lie and make up stuff as if they're connected, because I'm in the game right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm connected. I have some sources. You guys see the Ego Rumor Mill, believe it or not. Think about how many times I put an Ego Rumor Mill video out. How many times was it accurate? How many times was it off? And it's his own playlist, so you guys can do your own homework, right? And I never even heard no shit like that. So where are you getting this information from? Wilder, he snitched to Vada, and Vada, it's espionage, and like, you sound stupid. Everybody type stupid. Sounds stupid. These phony stories. And then, like I said, new media, we got to get better. And I'm going to do my part as a person in the boxing game and a voice that's growing to put out that good gospel. You guys got to stop with these excuses. It's like, as a boxing fan, do you want to see the fight? And if you want to see the fight, why are you leaving comments about Keith Thurman shouldn't fight Errol Spence until 2019? Joshua shouldn't fight Wilder until whenever the fuck he wants. Like, why? What fan says that? What fan would not want to see, especially like, and you know there's bandwagon fans, but let's say right now in football, the Kansas City Chiefs, they're like 5-1, very good record, probably the best record in the league. And Aaron Rodgers just got injured with the Green Bay Packers, but let's say the Kansas City fan, they're ready for whoever. They in the zone, they're confident, they only took 1 L, it was a competitive game, and they're ready for all comers. That's like, why would you not want to see him play the Raiders or whatever team? You know what I'm saying? It just, we got to stop getting in that mentality, because the more we do that bullshit, the more the promoters and networks can stall us out, like Mayweather-Pacquiao. Mayweather-Pacquiao, if the fans stop supporting Floyd and stop supporting Pacquiao and giving $1 million+ buys for every fight that they had aside from each other, then they would have got the point very fucking quick. You know what I'm saying? And I don't hate on no one's money. I'm not going to tell you to boycott boxing and do shit like that, but you guys get the point. We can at least stop making excuses, because these promoters and networks see it and they're like, okay, people aren't really putting pressure to Joshua to fight Wilder. So let's wait and let it marinate. In my honest opinion, 2 of the greatest fights that are on the calendar for this year came out of direct fan pressure. Canelo versus Triple G, and Lomachenko versus Rigondeaux. The fans run this shit. We're the patrons. We're the people that pay for it. And I consider myself a fan still. Even though I go to the fights and get in free and get credentials and stuff to certain fights, I'm still a fan. That's not going to change. You know what I mean? So I consider myself one of y'all too. And I speak, and that's kind of my reporting style. I try to ask questions I think the fans care about. I don't ask Broner what he ate for breakfast or something stupid unless I asked him 50 questions that I really felt that the public wanted to know, and then I just, threw out some bullshit questions. But I definitely try to ask the more imperative questions first. You know what I mean? And I really think Lomachenko and Rigondeaux and Canelo Triple G, both of those fights were cultivated from fan pressure. The fans created that. The fans created that knack and that hunger and desire for those fights, and it got so loud that the promoters knew they would be putting their fighter in a very negative light if those fights didn't happen and happen fucking soon. You know what I mean? Canelo beat fucking Chavez Jr. and you seen they had already negotiated Triple G because they started playing his fucking music like it was WWE. What's that Triple G music? What's that song he comes out to? Oh fuck, I forgot how the beat goes. But yeah, people they played the music and he walked out and they got in the ring. So obviously Golden Boy knew that had to be next. The pressure was too much. ESPN First Take was drilling De La Hoya about it, etc. And they made the fight. Same thing with Lomachenko. Lomachenko's page was getting blown the fuck up. You know what I mean? It was getting blown up. And people were like, fight Rigo. Why aren't you fighting Rigo? Fight Rigo. Rigo. King Boxer, who you going in on? But I really think those fights came about from that because the fans requested them. And the fans, they grew tired of other things. Triple G been ducking Lada too. Wilder, if he beats Thurman, he should fight Dominic Brazil. Not really. I don't even think they can make that fight because I think Dominic Brazil is suing him. So how you gonna make a fight and there's a pending lawsuit? To my knowledge, that seems like I can't picture that happening. That's like a conflict of interest, wouldn't it be? Because if you suing a motherfucker and you about to fight him, so would Wilder be able to trash talk? Because then that would kind of be bad against his case. Like, see, judge, look at this video. Look how he was treating me. I don't think they would do that, especially with the pending case. You know what I mean? How could you? I don't know. Lewis sued Tyson. Yeah, but did he have an active lawsuit at the time that they fought? Because the fight, like I said earlier in this stream, it stemmed over like 4, 5, 6 years or whatever. Because Pacquiao sued Mayweather, but the lawsuit was over by the time that they fought. To me, the Dominic Brazil, last time I heard, I haven't heard no updates, but last time I knew it was still like an ongoing issue. So, I mean, besides that, no one's gonna give Wilder credit for. They say everyone he fights is bum squad. You know what I mean? So a guy that AJ stopped violently, I really don't think that they would give Wilder credit for it. So I think he should just keep pressing these champions, try to get a Joseph Parker or AJ, in my opinion. Yeah, Brazil got knocked down by like that, I think the African dude, and like Amir Mansouri didn't look great in that fight either. And he got knocked down before he got his jaw broke, Mansour. So the Wilder, I don't know if that'd be a good fight for him anyway. Triple G comes out to his own lyrics, turntable. No, he comes out to that doom, boom, 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 doom, doom, boom, boom, boom. That's what he comes out to. Hey, I ain't heard much about Kovalev. What y'all think of Kovalev-Shabransky? Is he gonna look the same? I didn't realize how big Shabransky is. Shabransky is a big dude. I don't take vacations. There's too much going on. I don't have time to vacation. I'll vacation when I'm on that Floyd Mayweather shit. Till then, let's just work. Shabransky's big. Yeah, Sullivan Barrera beat Shabransky, stopped him. But he's still big with power. So, we'll see. Now, someone told me that Jesse Vargas signed to Al Heyman. Has anyone heard that? Is that confirmed? Where did you guys hear that? I didn't hear that. Because then they might really be trying to make the Keith Thurman fight. If that's true. So, let me know if you guys have heard that. Or is it still a rumor or what? Yeah, what? It's true. Damn, I thought he was with Top Rank. He's with Top Rank and Al Heyman? Where you guys hear this at? Where did you find this out at? Where did you guys find this out? Because he might really be fighting Keith Thurman next then. I know, but where everyone's saying it, but I need to know sources, because I'll probably do a video about it, but I just haven't heard about it. I've been on the move. And I mean, I can make some calls, see if anyone heard of it, but I'm live streaming, so I haven't heard it at the moment. But shit, good look for Jesse. He was with Mayweather Promotions, so he probably knows that, you know what I mean, most of the PBC fighters, and I see him at fights all the time, so he's probably... Hey, what's good with, what's up with your boy Jeff Horn wanting Conor McGregor? I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening at all. Conor wants a big fight. I think him and Paulie Malignaggi, Paulie has less power, and based on their history and the ability to talk, just like Mayweather and McGregor's ability to trash talk, the Paulie would have a less chance of hurting him and stopping him. I don't know, maybe he can stop him, but Jeff Horn has more power, so I think Paulie Malignaggi fight has a better chance of happening in boxing with Conor than the fight. What do you mean lies? What's a lie? You guys tell me what's a lie. That's not a lie. What's a lie? What are you guys talking about? It's not a lie. Horn's own promoter says they want to try to corral Conor McGregor, so it's not a lie. They didn't say they're negotiating with Conor McGregor. They said they want to try to get him to Australia. So it's not a lie. His own, Jeff Horn's own people said that. He's still with Top Rank? Yeah, but someone said he's with Top Rank but being advised by Al Heyman now. So I don't know what the hell is up with that. Only talking to HBO. See, yeah, I gotta get to the bottom of this because now it's conflicting information. Yeah, I ain't heard it, so I have to get to the bottom of it. But I'm about to get out of here. Let's see if we can get some last minute likes. More content soon. We got a lot of stuff coming. Yeah, I googled it and I didn't see nothing either. So I don't know where people are getting this from, or what. No one's confirming the source that I can go check it out. So I'll have to keep my eyes peeled. But let's do a roll call. Let's see where you guys are at, where you from. Let's get it cracking. Boxingego roll call. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Detroit in the building. Virginia 717. Miami, Chicago, Hackensack, New Jersey 310. BX SoCal. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Florida, Philly. Let's go Birds. Long Beach, LBC, Sanford, Florida. Memphis, Tennessee, Charlotte, North Carolina, Leesburg, Florida. Screwston, Texas, 213. Gracie back up in here. Gracie with the nice default. North Carolina, Pakistan, Ohio, MISSI, that's Mississippi. Yeah, man, we working. Allentown, PA. Lot coming soon, man. I gotta get on my ball with some different things. I wrote down some stuff in my to-do list. Let's get it. But remember what I said earlier. If you could stay independent, stay independent. Definitely the way to go. Be your own boss. Bay Area. We doing it. Let me know what you guys think. You guys keep up that work. Keep up the comments. Thank you for the super chats. Y'all really hold it down. And from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate that. And like I said, it's all going to a good cause. My bills are paid before the super chats. So probably try to cover some more fights, get some new equipment, and just, you know what I mean, keep branching out, building the brand. Salute. Ego's Army, Ego Mafia. We are the mob. Money on top of boxing. Peace out, y'all.